Hi, I'm Fox, and today I'm going to introduce you to 7 plants that they might just help you reincarnate from Earth straight to heaven. Now, these plants, extremely dangerous. I've ranked them from the least to the most dangerous, and we're starting off with the oleander. This plant looks gorgeous. It comes in white, yellow, pink, and red, but don't let its beauty fool you. It's deadly. The oleander contains a toxin called oleandrin, and every single part of the plant is poisonous. If you eat even one leaf or one flower, you could experience stomach pain, nausea, irregular heartbeats, and even neurological issues. Worst case scenario, death. Even just touching oleander can cause skin irritation. Here's a real-life crime story for you. In 2000, a woman named Angelina was found guilty of poisoning her husband with oleander. She took out a $250,000 life insurance policy on him, then laced his drink with oleander and blood thinners. Her plan? Kill him and cash in. But guess what? The insurance company refused to pay her, and she was sentenced to death. Next up, number 2, the castor bean plant. You might recognize this one. It has star-shaped leaves, red flowers, and spiky seed pods. And inside those pods, castor beans. And inside the beans, ricin, one of the deadliest toxins on Earth. A true story. In 1978, journalist Georgy Markov was waiting for a bus in London when he suddenly felt a sharp pain in his leg. He turned around and saw a man picking up an umbrella. That man apologized and walked away. Hours later, Markov's leg became swollen, and within 4 days, he was dead. The cause? A tiny bullet, only 1.7 millimeter wide, had been injected into his leg with ricin. To this day, the assassin was never found. Moving on, number 3, the Rosary Pea, Abrus precatorius. This plant produces red and black seeds, commonly used in prayer beads. But inside these seeds, abrin, a toxin 10 times more potent than ricin. If you swallow a whole seed, you might be fine, but if you crack it open before swallowing, it's game over. The poison will be released, causing internal bleeding, organ failure, and death. Let's explore another silent killer, number 4, the Monkshood, Aconitum. This plant is absolutely beautiful. Vibrant purple flowers shaped like monks' hoods. It grows in mountain regions across Europe, Asia, and North America. But don't be fooled by its elegance. This is one of the most poisonous plants in the world. The active toxin in monkshood is aconitine, a neurotoxin so powerful that even small amounts can shut down your nervous system. It enters the body through ingestion, but even skin contact can cause numbness, tingling, and heart irregularities. And here's where it gets dark. In 2009, a woman named Lakhvir Kaur Singh from London was convicted of murdering her lover by poisoning his curry with aconitine. She had obtained the plant from India and carefully laced the food. The man experienced severe vomiting, paralysis, and heart failure. He died within hours. The press dubbed her the curry killer. And to this day, monkshood has been suspected in unsolved poisoning cases due to how hard it is to detect in the bloodstream. Next up, number 5, the suicide tree, Cerbera odolum. It sounds dramatic, doesn't it? But this plant earned its name. Native to India and Southeast Asia, the suicide tree produces a fruit that contains cerberin, a toxin that disrupts the heart's electrical signals. It causes vomiting, diarrhea, slow heart rate, and eventually cardiac arrest. The scariest part? It's almost untraceable in autopsies. That's why it has been used in hundreds of suicides and murders, especially in rural India. A 2004 study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology identified at least 500 fatal poisonings from the suicide tree over a 10-year period in Kerala, India. In most cases, it was used in domestic violence and honor killings, usually by slipping it into food or drinks. Here's a chilling real-life case. In 2006, a woman named Usha Nair, from the state of Kerala, murdered her abusive husband by grinding up the kernels of the suicide tree's fruit and mixing it into his curry. He died later that night with no visible signs of trauma, and doctors initially believed it was just a heart attack. There were no bruises, no stab wounds, no suspicious substances in a standard toxicology test. It wasn't until a forensic toxicologist, familiar with local plant-based poisons, dug deeper that the truth came out. Usha was arrested and convicted, and her case brought international attention to the silent, deadly use of Cerbera odolum in rural crimes. Next, number 6, the Datura, also known as devil's trumpet. This plant looks like something out of a fantasy movie. Large, trumpet-shaped white or purple flowers, and a strong, sweet fragrance. But Datura is pure nightmare fuel. It contains scopolamine, hyoscyamine, and atropine, alkaloids that cause delirium, hallucinations, memory loss, and extreme confusion. In high doses, it leads to coma, respiratory failure, and death. What's truly horrifying is that the hallucinations from Datura are often so vivid and realistic, victims can't tell what's real and what's not. A true case. In 2016, a man in Utah was found wandering naked and disoriented in a suburban neighborhood. He had ingested seeds of Datura during a camping trip with friends, thinking it would be a fun, natural high. Instead, he spent 3 days hallucinating snakes crawling under his skin, talking to people who weren't there, and nearly walked into a river before being rescued. He survived, but with no memory of the entire experience. In other parts of the world, Datura has also been used in criminal activities. In Colombia, extracts from the plant, called devil's breath, are reportedly used by criminals to render victims unconscious, erase their memory, and rob them. Yes, a plant that steals your willpower. How's that for terrifying? And finally, number 7, the most terrifying of all, the Manchineel tree, nicknamed the Tree of Death. The Manchineel might look like an ordinary tropical tree, but it holds a terrifying secret. It grows in coastal areas of the Caribbean, Central America, and northern South America, and is so deadly that it comes with warning signs posted on its trunk. Let's start with the fruit. It looks like a small green apple. Cute, right? Wrong. It's called the little apple of death. Eating even a small bite of it can lead to severe burns in your throat, vomiting, stomach pain, internal bleeding, and death. But it doesn't stop there. Every part of this tree is toxic. If you stand under it during a rainstorm, the water dripping off the leaves can burn your skin. Touching the bark can cause blisters. Even burning its wood releases smoke that can cause blindness if it gets into your eyes. And don't even think about using it for firewood. It's a biological weapon in disguise. Historically, native peoples and colonizers alike have used the sap of the Manchineel to poison arrows. Even today, there are reports of beachgoers getting badly injured just by sitting in its shade. So, if you ever see a tree with painted red bands or warning signs saying, "Do not touch in the tropics," don't ignore it. That could be the Manchineel, and you do not want to mess with it. So, what's the takeaway here? Just because it's green and pretty doesn't mean it won't kill you. Nature is beautiful, but sometimes it bites back hard. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more weird and wild stories from the world around us. See you next time, if you survive.